With the call to the honourable member for Goldstein.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Can the Prime Minister confirm that, according to yesterday's data, population growth driven by immigration has grown by 1.9 million since 2022? At the same time, Labor has missed its housing targets by tens of thousands of homes.
Call to the Prime Minister.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker. I'm asked about numbers, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Members on my left will cease rejecting.
I can tell them.
The Treasurer will cease
tell them
rejecting.
what their housing figures were. Their target, it was zero. It was zero, because they didn't even have a housing minister. They didn't even have a housing minister.
Right.
And when it comes to migration numbers, we have cut the net migration figures by over 40% in a year. The number of people arriving now is lower than it was under the coalition. The latest population statement, released in early January, confirmed that population growth is expected to slow to 1.3% in the current financial year and 1.2% from 2026-27, and that this is lower than the average of 1.4% experienced during the 2010s. They are just the facts. And the fact is also that after COVID and when the borders were closed, and see if you can think about this, when the borders were closed and Australians weren't allowed to come home, when the borders opened, there were more people coming here than when the borders were closed. We're closed.
Order.
The figures show, Mr. Speaker, and I've asked about them, but they don't want to hear them. By 2030-31, Australia's population is expected to be 754,000 smaller than what the former coalition government forecast prior to the pandemic. 754,000 smaller. That's the fact, Mr. Speaker. But I've asked about numbers. Well, here's some numbers for you. 1.2 million more jobs, 3 out of 5 of them full-time, 4 out of 5 in the private sector. 14 million Australians, there's a number for you. That's the number of Australians who get tax cuts under us and who would have got tax increases under them. Here's another figure for you. $233 billion better budget bottom line cumulatively over the 7 years to 2028-29. 1,300 extra GP practices now bulk billing. 1,300. 130 urgent care clinics up and running, would have been zero under them. 3 million Australians getting a cut in their student debt. The average relief, $5,500.
Order.
And 18 gigawatts of renewable energy added, unlike what happened under them.